Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Almira and in this video I will tell you how to determining of FA content by spectrophotometry in water samples. Okay, previously I will explain you in advance the definition and the goal of this practical. Well, do you know what spectrophotometry is? Spectrophotometry is one of the analytical chemical methods that use for measure quantitatively and qualitatively. And the goal of this practicum is to determine the level of Fa in water sample by spectrophotometry. Okay, before we do practicum, we must prepare the tools and the material that we will use. For the tools, we need one test tube is used for accommodating the solution that we will read. Two, tube rack is used for putting the test tube during practicum. Three, measuring pipette is used for transferring the solution according to the required volume. 4. Dropping pipette is used for dripping H2SO4, KMNO4 and KSCN solution. 5. Wash glass is used to putting FA grains to be weighed. 6. Spatula is used for taking FA grains to be weighed. 7. Volumetric flask is used for making or diluting a solution in a defined volume. 8. Glass funnel is used for assisting the process of diluting the solution so that the substance does not fall apart. 9. Small pipette is used for assisting the process of transferring the solution by attaching it to the top end of the measuring pipette. 10. Spray bottle is used for storing aqua. 11. Spectrophotometer is used for measuring the wavelength of the sample. And the last is shaker. It's used for homogenizing the solution that we will read. For the material, we need FA grains, KMNO4, KSCN, H2SO4, and aqueous. Then, for the procedure, it's divided into 3 stages. But before doing practicum, you must wear personal protective equipment such as lab shoes, lab coats, then gloves, and so on. Okay, for the stage 1 is making Fa 100 ppm mother solution. Firstly, weigh 0.001 grams of Fa granules with an analytical balance carefully. Then enter into a 100 ml volumetric flask and dissolve with aqueous to the mark carefully. And last is homogenize the Fa solution. Okay, next is stage 2. It's creating a calibration curve. Firstly, pipette 1 ml, 2 ml, 3 ml, 4 ml, and 5 ml mother liquor with using a measuring pipette. Then put it into a test tube. Add aqueous until the foam is exactly 10 ml, and after that add 0.25 ml of 0.01 normal liters H2SO4 and KMNO4 solution with a dropping pipette. Then homogenize using shaker. Next, add 0.25 ml of 0.01 normal liters KSCN solution using a dropping pipette. After that, homogenize using a shaker. And finally, measure the Fa mother liquor with a spectrophotometry with a wavelength of 480 nanometer. Okay, the last stage is determination of Fa content in water sample. Firstly, pipette 10 ml of aqueous with a measuring pipette. Then put it into a test tube and add 0.25 ml of 0.01 normal liters H2SO4 and KMNO4 solution with a dropping pipette. After that, homogenize using a shaker. Next, add 0.25 ml of 0.01 normal liters KSCN solution with a dropping pipette. After that, homogenize using a shaker. And finally, measure the sample with a spectrophotometry with a wavelength of 480 nanometer. Now, as you can see, this is the result of this practicum and the calculation formula that we will use. And then the calculation from this practicum is Fa content in water sample is 12.5 milligram per liter. Okay, thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.